So here we are, Suzanne, at the Village Pottery in New London, Prince Edward Island. Thank you for taking the time to meet with me and share with the audience your experience with online selling.
No problem.
Let's start off with a history on the Village Pottery itself.
Sure. Okay. Well, it was started by my mom in 1973. She had just graduated from art college and in NASCAD, actually in Halifax. And my grandmother found this building and suggested to her it'd be a good place to sell pottery. So she began, and business grew. And in 1994, my parents decided to move it down the road and add in this full studio down below, which we are sitting in right now.
Oh, very good. Very good. So how long have you been selling your product online?
I've been selling online since September 2010, so just over a year now.
So you're no longer a newbie?
No longer a newbie, no. I had a full year.
Very good. Where are your online storefronts?
Okay, well, we have our website is set up with an online shop, and that's built on WordPress. And then we also have a shop on Etsy as well.
And what got you started into selling online?
I think it all started just from doing some research online, looking at other websites, and seeing a real lack of quality online shops with artisans on PEI and also artisans across Canada. So that was just basically a simple search of, buy pottery online, and found that there weren't many good sites, so I saw the opportunity.
You're going to be the trailblazer.
I hope so.
Yeah. How has selling online improved your business?
It's improved it in a lot of ways, I'd say. The most exciting would be that we are more worldwide now, and we're able to sell year-round as well. So previous to selling online, we would close our shop at the end of October, have a craft fair in November, and then until April, nothing happening. So now this has allowed us to keep selling year-round.
What were some of your first steps when you were just beginning to think about selling product online?
First step I took was really devoting myself to researching websites, picking the ones that I liked, and then trying to contact the people who were in charge of those and see what worked and what didn't. And then after I found the ones that I liked, I got in touch with some web developers and then got researching shipping and also deciding which products would actually go online. So a lot of homework before.
Very good. What digital tools and applications are you using to promote and sell the Village Pottery and your products online?
Okay, we're on all of the social media sites. So we have Facebook, Twitter, Foursquare, and a blog. We also have our WordPress website and our Etsy shop.
Oh, so you have a good full integration of different tools out there.
We do, yes.
Oh, very good.
Yeah.
So which ones are you finding are bringing you the most success, and why?
Twitter actually has been the most successful. I wasn't sure about joining, but as soon as I did, I saw how easy it was to contact potential customers and also to learn from other people who were selling online. So it was kind of a win-win that we were able to sell quicker and more directly to people, but also learn a lot. So see how other people were doing it as well.
So are you finding there is a good consumer market on Twitter?
Yes, definitely. It will depend on when you're listing items. So timing is very important. And I've learned in the past year now when, people are actually in the mood for shopping online. It is in the evening or, on the weekend. So, but Twitter, there's definitely some potential there for sure.
Very good. Mm-hmm. Which merchant processing options do you have available to your online customers?
Okay, well, we have PayPal is on our website, but then if people aren't comfortable with that, they're able to phone us or email us and get in touch with their credit card, and then we'll run it through on our Moneris machine. So a couple different options, just depending on the comfort level of customers.
Very good. What percentage of your total sales is online sales?
Well, starting out now that we're just still in our first year, our goal was to be about 5-10%, and we have maintained that. And then my goal for the next year would be to increase to about 20 or 25%. So Yeah.
Oh, that's excellent. Good ambition goals.
Thanks.
So I think something the audience would be very interested in learning is where are you shipping your product to?
Well, we have shipped to Texas, and we have shipped to BC, France, Germany, a lot of places in New England, so Massachusetts, Maine, all over the place.
Oh, good. And how are they coming to find your business?
A lot of the time it's through Etsy or Twitter or a Google search. So a couple different ways.
What recommendations and key advice do you have to share with the audience today?
For the first recommendation would be to research your market. Take a look around and see what people that are in your industry are doing and see if it's working. And then figure out how you could kind of seize the opportunity, because there is definitely a lot of opportunity for people on PEI who have seasonal businesses. Also, building a great website is critical. So investing into a web developer who knows what he or she is doing, and then start selling online as a complement to your business. So I wouldn't recommend, setting out and saying I'm only going to be selling online and hope to make a living, because it really does take time and it takes effort. But it's a great way to expand your market and just to have some other things on the go in the quieter months of the year too.
Yeah. So on that topic of time, how much time are you finding you're spending in the run of a day doing your online networking?
It really varies. Yeah, I could be spending a lot more if I allowed myself to, but I have to find myself cutting it off after a certain time. But definitely updating at least once or twice a day, just to keep people in the loop. And keep refreshing your content as well. So at least 15 to 20 minutes per day is enough. But then when I'm listing a bunch of items or adding photos and things like that, it can take an afternoon or it can take an evening. So it kind of comes in chunks, but yeah, it's really not all that time consuming when it comes down to it.
Yeah. So a lot of people have the fear of, the time burden this will take, but really it's not as much as...
No, it really isn't. As long as you kind of manage your time well, you can definitely squeeze it in. So, yeah.
So what are some of the future plans we can see from Village Pottery and yourself?
Well, right now it is all about expanding the online shop, having more items. So the plan is to have at least, minimum 100 items right now. And then also educating our customers more. I'd really like to get into doing a video series and teaching people how pottery is made, and in turn hopefully entice them to want to purchase some more. So, yeah.
Okay. So before we close, is there any other words of advice or information that you would like to share with our audience?
Well, I think it is something that can appear to be intimidating, but if you have the right steps put in place, it can very well complement your business and just be a great way to help grow.
Okay. So before we close, one last thing. What's your Twitter handle?
What's my Twitter? Well, I have two, but we're at Village Pottery, or you can follow me personally at Potterdaughter.
Okay, great. Yeah. Okay, so everybody follow.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, Suzanne, for your time. I really appreciate it. I'm sure that the audience really benefited from you sharing your stories, and we look forward to seeing what future success you have with Village Pottery and your online sales.
Great. Thank you very much.